Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome back to the Explainer Recruits. It's your favorite guide, Sassy Trainer Miko, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have you back in the classroom today. Now, if you were paying attention in our last session, you know we mapped out the basic pricing structures. But today, we are taking the training wheels completely off. We're doing a no-fluff, brutally honest, critical audit of Notion's actual return on investment, specifically for virtual staff. Look, if you want to be an indispensable asset to your clients, you really need to know if this tool is actually worth the hype. So grab your notebooks, get comfortable, because class is officially in session. So we all know by now that jumping onto the Plus plan costs around $10 a month. But here is the massive question we have to answer today. Adding the Notion AI assistant costs an extra $10 a month right on top of that. We need to transparently evaluate if this shiny new digital intern actually earns its keep, or if it's just, another tech expense draining your client's wallet. Let's weigh the hard evidence. And the absolute most crucial point is right here in the numbers. When you use the old way of doing things, your client is paying a massive premium for a really scattered tool stock. I'm talking maybe $20 a user for a chatbot, another $35 for an AI search tool, and probably $24 for a separate project management app. When you consolidate all of those disjointed subscriptions into this single, unified workspace, a small 10-person team instantly saves over $4,000 a year. That is $4,000 dropping right back into the business's pocket, simply by cutting out the clutter. Section 1. Taming the tab chaos. Because, honey, you cannot be a top-tier virtual assistant if you're constantly losing files in a total mess. The old way is just frantic tab switching, living in a 15-tab nightmare, sticky notes plastered to your monitor, and total Slack chaos. But the Sassy Miko way? We bring it all together. We use synced blocks, which means one edit updates across every single page instantly. We use a unified Notion calendar that actively prevents your boss from double booking you, and we securely connect Google Drive directly into the page via public API. So those massive files, they are embedded right where the actual work is happening. You are building a beautiful single command center. Section 2. AI, your new digital intern. The source material proves that these custom agents are not some pie-in-the-sky tech concept that takes 6 months to build. You can actually spin up an autonomous agent in just 3 minutes, literally right between your Zoom calls. It's so simple. Step 1, you define the repetitive task. Step 2, you establish rigid constraints so the AI knows exactly what to do. And Step 3, you deploy it. And while you sleep, that agent can automatically triage incoming product feedback, route bugs to the engineering team, or summarize a massive wall of meeting notes. To really see how this cures the chaos, just listen to Muhammad Ta. He literally said, "Feels magical, I finally got rid of email anxiety." By using the AI auto-labeling feature, your new digital bouncer instantly routes the trash away from the treasure. It automatically scoops up the spam and the cold outreach and hides them, while perfectly categorizing your vital support tickets and client communications into customized, completely distraction-free views. Now, I want you to imagine a real-world scenario with me for a second. Your highly demanding executive is boarding a cross-country flight in exactly 10 minutes. They just finished a chaotic morning of back-to-back client calls, and they need a full briefing before takeoff. Instead of you scrambling to decipher your messy shorthand, Notion AI already perfectly transcribed the meeting, and it supports 19 different languages, by the way. It instantly synthesizes the decisions, and you just type a quick prompt asking it to draft a follow-up email. Boom. A professional email is ready to send before the captain even turns on the fasten seatbelt sign. That, recruits, is how you look like an absolute rock star. Section 3, the brutal truth and risks. Straighten your posture, darlings, because this is where a lack of oversight turns into an absolute disaster. When you start connecting outside apps to your Notion agents using the Model Context Protocol, you absolutely must understand the difference in permissions. Read tools are harmless. They just fetch and search for information. But write tools, those are incredibly dangerous. They create, update, and send permanent external changes. If you don't strictly test your agent by setting it to always ask for confirmation first, your digital intern will go rogue and start wrecking your client's external databases. You have to test before you trust. And we need to lay out the brutal financial realities of this ecosystem. Yes, as we said, AI is an extra $10 a month. But those autonomous custom agents, they cost an extra $10 per 1,000 runs. If you write bad prompts, you get rogue interns literally burning through your client's money. And if you build a chaotic, messy system without those guardrails we talked about, your client will be forced to hire a certified Notion consultant to clean up your mess. And let me tell you, those experts on the marketplace charge anywhere from $250 all the way up to $20,000 for an enterprise rollout. So do it right the first time. To do it right, you also have to protect the data. This is strictly non-negotiable. If you're handling sensitive information, you bring in Nightfall AI. Think of Nightfall AI as the VIP bouncer for your workspace. It actively scans and automatically redacts sensitive data, like passwords and social security numbers. Plus, Notion is SOC 2 Type 2 certified, and there is absolutely zero AI model training done on your private customer data. So you can confidently tell your clients that their secrets are perfectly safe in your hands.
Section 4. Impact on virtual staff.
So what does mastering all of this actually mean for your career? Well, exactly 50% of Forbes 500 companies and a staggering 98% of the Cloud 100 are running their operations on this very platform. Learning this tool isn't just picking up some niche software trick for a tiny startup. You are learning the required baseline operational language of top-tier global enterprises. Mastering this means you can walk into almost any modern company and immediately add massive, massive value. And please do not let the developer jargon scare you away from that value. Let's translate this into layman's terms right now. MCP, or Model Context Protocol. That is just a magical open source bridge that lets your Notion agent securely talk to outside apps like Stripe or GitHub. PAT, your personal access token, it's simply your VIP digital ID card that ensures the AI only sees what you have permission to see. In enterprise search, it acts like a brilliant colleague that actually understands the meaning behind your questions, rather than acting like a rigid robot demanding exact keyword matches. See, you really don't need a computer science degree to architect these systems.
Section 5. Miko's final verdict.
All right, here is the official Sassy verdict. Yes, the AI costs extra. And yes, building custom agents requires serious testing and strict guardrails so they don't go rogue. But the workflow consolidation here is absolutely unmatched. It completely cures severe tool fatigue and saves thousands of dollars in disjointed app subscriptions. But most importantly for you, as you step up out of the messy pile of chaotic tabs, you elevate yourself from an underpaid order taker who just manually copies and pastes data into a highly paid, utterly indispensable systems architect.
So I want to end this explainer with one final provocative question for you to chew on. If you deploy these digital interns, securely connect your apps, and let Notion do all the soul-crushing busy work, what will you build with your life's work? It is time to stop acting like a human stenographer and step fully into your creative and strategic potential. Get out there, build those templates, deploy those agents, and I will catch you in the next one. Class dismissed.